G'day guys, welcome to another video. This one's a bonus video for the week. This is my father and this is going up on Father's Day, and this is I just wanted to chuck in a Father's Day layout and show you that if you decide to make a Father's Day layout, it doesn't necessarily have to have tools and all the manly things, the tools and the rulers and the hammers and all that sort of thing. I'm actually using at the moment you're seeing me use stencil. This stencil was just a $2. I got it from Wish. I can't even tell you specifically where I got it from, but it was Wish, and it was about 3 years ago. And I like it because it's kind of just a swirly sort of pattern. It's not really anything in particular. So I'm using two different colors of green. I'm using Mowed Lawn and Twisted Citron. Now, what I need, okay, so the center of it doesn't matter. I'm only doing around the outside. I'm doing quite a wide sort of look, and don't worry about that blobby bit there. It gets covered, so you don't even notice it in the end. So I'm actually using photos that were taken a long time ago, 2 children ago. These photos are from my dad and myself on my wedding day. And these photos mean a lot to me because, my dad, he's been my rock. He'll tell you how it is, which is sometimes what you need, but he's always been there, and I would be lost without my dad. So I'm very grateful and feel extremely lucky that my dad's always there. He went out of his way, and this is just recently, in the last, over COVID times and whatnot, and we were deciding to do some renovations and maybe build a new fence. And my dad's in the construction, not in the building industry, he's in like the earth moving side of things, and he's got his own little business. So while things were really quiet in 2020 and everything had to be spaced out and all that sort of bizzo, my dad decided that he would help us do some landscaping and build a fence. And yeah, it was a really good time. It took a lot, but it was an awesome time in our lives. Like, Dad was here quite a lot and it was really good. So I just wanted to do this particular layout just to sort of celebrate my dad, and how our dads, not everybody's as lucky as what I am, but I'd love to hear if you've got a good dad story, or if you've got what's something that one of your fondest memories of your dad, whether it. And my dad, don't get me wrong, my dad's he's still cruising. It's all good. Like, it's not like I'm talking in past tense or anything. I'm extremely fortunate with that. So, let us know. What's the one thing that stands out to you? I mean, obviously my wedding day is very special to me. That was my daughter's hand. Every time she knows I'm recording, she's got to come in and put her hands in the shot. It's quite funny. She always says to me that, "Look, Mum, I'm famous. Look, my hand's going to be on the internet." She's crazy. But yeah, so what I decided to do after I did the greens, I wanted some metallic chucked in there somewhere. So I pulled out my Montmartre metallic acrylic paint. It's an intro set of premium metallic paints that you can get from anywhere that stocks Montmartre products. I actually got these ones from Kaisercraft, I think. No, it wasn't Kaisercraft, it was King Kong. So it was the cheap shop. This particular set cost me $9.99. So But as you can see there, it is extremely reflective and it's a beautiful gold. Yes, you could go way overboard with it, but I absolutely love doing this. Now, all I'm using to put this on is a makeup sponge from Kmart. I buy them and they're wedges, and I really like the wedges because it gives me a nice square sort of space to pick up the paint and daub it down. So what I decided to do here was, this is my offset that I created on my Cricut, and I used quite a fine font with this, and I didn't even write the font down actually. So that's now gone because I've already quit out of Cricut and I didn't save it. That was very intelligent of me, wasn't it? I'm sorry. But you know, you do you. If you've got dies, go for it. If you've got Cricuts, if you've got stickers, you know, go for it. I just decided that this was going to be a quick way to get this page done, quick power scrap, and that way you can see how simple it is to create such a beautiful layout from products that are dirt cheap. So I'm using a Poppycraft sheet of white cardstock. Now I get what is it? I think it's 10. I'm going to have a look at my receipt and hopefully I don't make a big clunky noise. But it's about 9. I think it's 9. No, it's $3.99. I think that's the price of it. Do I have the receipt from when I bought it? Uniquely Creative, Paper Rose Studios, Scrapbook Cottage. I don't believe I have the receipt. So I'm just going to have to stab in the dark. I know it's like $3 or $4 in total. So for 10 or 12 sheets of the white cardstock. Now, then I decided, after I'd done the gold and I went around the edges with the gold, you saw me do that just with the sponge. I did that purely because I hate using different coloured golds on one page. If I'm going to commit to one particular colour or shade of gold, or finish of gold, what would you call that? It's a finish. I have no idea what you call that. What would you call it? I hate using, like, for example, I hate using gold water paint and gold ink, and they're all slightly different golds. That does my head in. Can't handle that. So what I actually did was print out 4 6x4 photos, or 4x6 photos. Now I did that for a reason. Oh, look at me. I feel completely back to how I should be, because can you see that little blue straight plastic thing? It's called, I think they call it what do they call it? Multi-purpose tool. I think that's what they call it, through Creative Memories. And I've had my other one for 20 years. Nearly 20 years I've had it. And my daughter broke the end of it off because the tip of it is quite flexible, which makes it so good. And the end that I'm using here to poke out the middle, it's a triangle and it's got a curved edge. It's pointy, but it doesn't stab through your paper, which is awesome. I love this tool, and if for no other reason, I'm glad I rejoined Creative Memories to get this tool, because I needed a new one. I absolutely love it. And I got a 0 centering ruler as well with my order. And I placed, what else did I get? I got 2 new photo albums, of which I can assure you, I think I have enough. I think I've already got nearly enough to completely fill an album already. I only ordered the album this week. So it's going to work out extremely expensive if I stay doing it this way. But that's all right. That's for me to worry about. Okay, for anyone that's curious, normally I use my knockoff cricket mats as my extra hand, right, to hold things for me. But today I decided to use Press and Seal. Now, this is a Glad product, and I absolutely love it. And I've got 3 boxes of it. It will go for eternity, I'm sure of it. But I absolutely love that stuff. So I decided today that I would use that instead of my sticky mat. So this is my title, My Dad. I have used the same gold. So it all matches. And this font is extremely fine. Like, it's so delicate. Which, you know what, when you're describing, looking at the photos, I'm not even talking about my wedding. I mean, this is back in 2007. Okay, so if you're looking at those photos going, she looks different on YouTube. Yeah, that was 2 kids ago. That was, what are we in now? 2022. So we are at, I think we've just had our, I can't even remember. I swear. Oh, it's so frustrating. I'm actually doing this voiceover at 9:40 at night, and I never do that. So, but that's okay. What am I doing? I was working out how many years. 15 years, 15 and a half years ago these photos were taken. So it feels like, oh, wow, that's a long time. I never even, you know, when I got married, I had people giving me advice all over the place. And I recall one of my friends said to me, you'll know you're marrying the right guy because the years will tick over and you won't even register how many years have actually gone because you're happily married. And when she told me that, I sort of thought, well, of course I know I've got the right guy. I'm marrying him. But it didn't occur to me until it actually came back to me right then as I was saying this. We've been married 15 years. We've been together for 16 years. And to be honest, it's still, yeah, we're still just as in love as we were the day we got married. And yes, times have changed us, obviously. We are aging. We are getting older. We've got 2 more children. All sorts of things. And it's just, yeah, I guess it's just a moment to reflect on times that I guess we might take for granted, especially, you know, Father's Day. Not, some people unfortunately don't have their dad anymore. Some of us who are very, very lucky still do. And I'll be honest, I'm probably one of the most guilty parties of not going out of my way often enough to spend time with my dad. But I absolutely adore him. He's like a giant teddy bear, and he's been there for the good times and the bad. You know, there's the ups, the downs, the whole lot, you know. He's one tough unit, and I absolutely love him to death. So now I'm just going around adding some black crystal. Hang on, rewind. It is NUVO crystal drops, and the color is ebony that I'm using. I will have everything listed below. I will write everything down that I used, except that stencil. I don't know. On Wish, just have a look on Wish and see if there's a pattern that you like. I did buy it yonks ago. So here's the close-ups, guys. Now, I would absolutely love if you could share my channel, get it out there for people. It really gives me an absolute kick to read your comments, and I absolutely love it. Honestly, I absolutely love it. So I'm really, really excited. Oops. I'm really, really excited where the direction of my channel and how it's going. I'm absolutely beside myself every time I see a like or a comment or wow, I wouldn't have thought of that or whatever. So thanks so much, guys. Chat to you soon. Bye.